That's it. Do the same thing at higher levels. Now, that ain't free. You still need to get coaching to figure out how to do that.
That's exactly right.
Because there are ways to scale and grow any passion you have or anything you love.
Yes, yes.
Otherwise, you end up with poor decisions and expensive lessons.
Wow. And don't we have those?
Sometimes, without a coach, you can make, if that guy, because this is what happened, that church building with the steeple, they wanted so much money for it. And I said, it's not worth that. But also, you won't be able to have the right relationships with your bankers and everyone else because they know it's a church.
Right.
And bankers don't want to take church properties.
Correct.
It gives them a reputation to foreclose on a church that's buying a property. But this guy instead bought a commercial building.
Yes. Yes, he did.
He bought a commercial building, turning it into having church there. But now the city can meet there. People can come and have weddings there. They can come and have concerts there.
Right.
And it's elevating in its worth. Then it separated him in the community. So he's not just a pastor. He's a community leader. That's what great decisions and a great coach helps you do.
It does.
Changes your life.
It does.
Okay, we got 2 more, y'all. Number 7 is what?
Transform mindsets and habits.
Ay. What does that mean? A good coach will help you transform your mindset.
Yes.
Your paradigm, your habits. A good coach will make you see a picture you can't see yet.
Yes, that's good.
We're looking at the same picture, but we're not seeing the same image.
Correct.
And a good coach will make sure that you're seeing the right image.
Yes.
Once you get that image in your head, now you'll make patterns and habits to achieve that picture that you're seeing. Coaches have to make you see different things.
Yes.
Because everything else around you is not sustainable. But something bigger in front of you will bring out that bigger person that's inside of you.
Correct.
You're in the ball game with 2 seconds left. You just asked to come out. Hey, the game's over. Coach says, not for you.
Yes. It's not. Game's never over.
Not for you. And as the coach,
that's a get right.
It's my decision whether you come out or not. It's my decision as your coach. You've submitted to this, whether you keep playing or you quit or you put someone else in. That's my decision, not yours.
Yes.
You play as long as I put you in there.
In there.
Great coaches make you stretch your mindset.
That's it. Broaden your horizon. Yeah, builds that capacity that you need. Because even though you may be intelligent enough, and there are some smart leaders out there, intelligent leaders, I give them that, but they don't have the capacity. The coach's training gives you capacity, right? And a coach is about everything in your life. If he's a good coach, she's a good coach. She's looking at everything that makes you work, right?
Wow.
So you can't have capacity without character. Coach wants to know about that. He wants to make sure everything is up there. So when you arrive at where you need to be, right, you have the capacity, the character, everything you need to operate at a stable level. And that's what I love about that, because that's good coaching. You have to be competent, yes, no problem. But can you be trustworthy?
Can you go through the pressure of a great coach stretching your mind?
And that's hard, because I would leave you sometime and go back home and spend 2 or 3 weeks just like, man, this guy, he's in my head. He's, all these things, right? But those things begin to transform into solutions. It challenged me to look at a certain thing differently than I was looking at it. And I got the results that I needed. But that's because that was planted here in Omaha when I got back to Louisiana, right? Those things where you gotta have a transformed mind to do anything.
All of those habits.
Yes.
all of those habits, Martin, I was told by a financial coach, all of those habits you have now have brought you here. My job, if you'll let me, and he told me, I don't have time. Thank you for being willing to pay for my time, but I don't have time to mentor or coach a person that doesn't want to increase my stats.
Yes, that's good.
I can't coach you if you don't have a plan to be better when I leave you.
Right.
I have other people that are waiting in line.
Yes, that's it.
And I'm like, that's kind of, I don't know, but I felt some type
That's
of
confidence.
way. Right. I felt some type of way.
Yeah,
But I knew I needed what he had.
that's it.
So I said, okay, Martin, you sort out your feelings later.
Yeah.
Sort out how you feel. He's been maybe you feel like he's being mean to you, but it probably means, Martin, he's just being honest. He's just telling you where he's at.
Right.
Once he said that, I said, I'm in. I had to say it quickly.
Right.
I couldn't roll my eyes around looking into the left hemisphere like I'm thinking about it. I said, hey, whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do. Boom. I didn't even let him finish taking the breath in after talking. Hey, I'm going to do what you call me to do. Then the man said, I'm going to rewrite everything you believe.
Wow.
I'm like, he said, I know. He said, you don't think it can be done. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to rewrite what you believe about the world and about yourself.
Man.
I'm going to rewrite the images you have about yourself. I'm going to rewrite how much money you think you can make. I'm going to change everything about what you think you can influence. And I'm like, it's cute. Man, in 1 month, reading more than the Bible changed.
Wow.
Having a book of the month. The type of people I would say, hey, can we have lunch? In 4 weeks, he changed my habits.
Wow.
He changed my circle.
Yes.
In 4 weeks.
weeks. See? That was it.
I just had no idea of my limitation. I had no idea that a coach could have that type of effect on my life.
Yes.
He did though. He
Right.
changed everything. He expected it of me. He challenged me when I didn't do it. He was never mean, but he was always firm. This is your decision. You've already changed in a couple ways. We got a couple more months. It's up to you. But you're going to have to stretch some more.
Yes.
He stretched me.
Wow, that's great. Thoughts or behaviors.
They turn into what you do with your hand.
Exactly. So, you can inspire to be wealthy, but with that poverty mentality, you'll never get there.
Never get there.
Never get there.
He said, I can't let that live in you.
Right.
And he said, what's your net worth? I told him. How much do you make a year? I told him. He said, okay, that's nice. But in 6 months, I want to at least double that. If I can double that in 6 months, you'll have everything you need to double that every 2 years.
Wow.
In 6 months, I was making double.
Man, that's awesome.
Just by doing what he said.
Yes.
I never had to go ask anybody. I didn't have to because I never asked the church to pay me a certain thing. Never. I didn't. He said, no, don't go ask for it. You change.
Yes.
We're going to change you.
Right.
So now everything around you, he would say, God, universe. He said, I don't care if you call her Lucy.
Right.
He said, there's only one power.
Yes. Yes.
There's only one power, and that power is in charge of everything. He said, if we change you, that one power changes everything that comes to you.
Correct.
He was right.
Wow. Mindset is everything. And I like coaching because great coaching, is when the coach is not around, when the coach is not in the game. Can you still hear the coach? Can you still,
Oh, wow.
That's some of the things that I have done when I'm not in Omaha. I can still hear your voice.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. But that's good coaching.
Right.
That's good coaching. Your coaching never leaves. It's just like a teacher. You know, your teacher never leaves you from kindergarten all the way up to 12th, and then they never leave you.
Absolutely.
You take
right.
them to your grave.
Yep.
And that's the way a good coach should always be. Even though you may relocate,
Still in your head.
he's still in your head. He's still in your head. And so they don't understand. Sometimes people don't understand. And I will say this to the people in the church, even though we have a great coach in Holy Spirit, but God has, you know, inspired other people to be coaches that you really need. You need somebody that you can talk to, who's you can touch, you can connect to and reach out to get you to where you need to be. And you have to start trusting people.
I'm telling you.
Right. You can't spiritualize your life.
Right.
You can't.
You have to start trusting people and their reason for being here.
That's right.
And they're giving a part of their life, and you are that reason.
Exactly.
I'm here to put you in the position to do more stuff.
Yes.
Our number 8. A real coach
Yes.
supports whole life growth.
Wow, man. Yes.
And I want to read these. A real coach supports your whole life, everything about your life. A real coach isn't just about goals. It's about you growing.
Yes.
It's not just about we're going to hit these goals financially, emotionally, whatever that is, but it's really about your growth in your life and everything around you. A real coach knows if you grow, everything around you grows.
Yes.
That's what that coach is really after. It helps people improve, not just in business, but in health, relationships, finances, and faith. A real coach, as you're growing, everything about you grows.
Yes.
Everything about you goes through the roof. Everything about you expands. Everything about you gets to this place of expansion where it can never shrink back to what it was.
Correct.
That's what a coach wants. In
Yes.
every area of your life, you are moving the tent stakes.
Yes.
You are stretching out. You're taking mental and emotional territory in yourself, but that emotional and mental territory takes money, takes better relationships, takes your health under your control. It does everything in your life. So a real coach is after you growing, not just the stuff around you.
Exactly.
That's the whole point. Because if you grow, everything grows. If he just, or if she just concentrates on you financially growing, that's it. You can have $1 billion, but still be a sorry, take advantage kind of person.
Yes. Yes.
A person that nobody wants a relationship with.
Right.
You can be a billionaire and have cancer at 30
Right.
and not be well.
Correct.
But a real coach is working on the real you. Tell me about the people that you have coached and why you coach them. I mean, why would you have picked the next mayor of your city? Why would you what came out of you? Why were you doing it? What was your motive? What's your motive in what you did yesterday with this gentleman? So when you walk into opportunities to coach people to their next level and create a whole person, what's the motive in your head and in your heart?
I think one of the attributes of coaching is a coach cares. He has concern.
A coach cares.
Yeah, he cares. He cares about it. And so me looking at my community, I live there.
You care.
Right. And since I wasn't going to be the one who was leading the community, I wanted someone with that same caring compassion for the community, right? That would do it and go beyond what I did. Go beyond. And she is. She's taking better, higher ground than I left her.
Wow.
And so she's doing a great job with that. And the same thing when I meet people, the first thing I ask people, who are you? And they'll tell me, what do you want to become? It's not really about me. It's about you, because one of the things that in connection with you was not just about me. It was about family. It was about legacy. It was about succession.
Right.
It was about all these things that was pertaining to my world but affected other people. It's because you cared. And you wanted to make sure, hey, Roland, all these things need to be in order, man. And so I take that same mentality that my coach took, because if my coach, it was good enough for my coach, it's good enough for me.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That is so good. Well, I want to thank you for popping in
Yes, sir.
and by accident being able to be on that call. I'll never forget it.
Okay.
I'll never forget the expertise. I'll never forget the coaching that from, I've not been a mayor,
Mm-hmm.
but the coaching you gave him from a politician that actually governed,
Right.
turned his life around. By the way, turned his life around in 5 minutes. That report, you critiqued it
Mm-hmm.
in the next hour and said, add this, take this away, da 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 da, and send it. He sent it. And by 2:30,
Wow.
they had received it
That's good.
and said, thank you so much for sending this. This looks excellent.
Right.
That was magic to me. That was talent. That was gifting. That was calling that came out of you. I did play my role,
Mm-hmm.
but the role you played got us there quicker because
Okay.
it came from a person who did it.
Yes. Right.
That changed everything. And just that you would happen to be here spending time with me in coaching,
You're right.
that you actually had to you took over conversation. I don't know. I just love the way, I love the way the world works.
But that was all because of you. Think about that. The time spent with you prior to this, right? Going back, 12, 13 years ago, that you have been, placing in us, right? You did that. Even though it was me, it was you. This was the type of thing that you took with us, right? To show us to take charge, to look at things, right? To be a part of that. And all that stems from your teaching, from your coaching, that I'm proud of. To say I'm a part of this, and you and your family and what you're building and what I have learned in these past years is tremendous. In fact, let's put it this way, it saved my life. Yes, it saved my life and my family's.
And I'll just say openly, I feel very good about that. I don't feel ashamed. I don't feel like I'm taking something that I didn't earn.
Right.
Because that was my work.
Yes.
But I can do that because I'm looking over my shoulder. Dr. Monroe
Yes.
did the same with me.
Yes. See?
He spent time with me, challenged me, believed in me, protected me, but most of all, he expected something from me.
Exactly.
He expected something from me, and I wanted to give him more than what he expected all the time. So that's what I gave him. He talks about his mentors, his coaches. So he was coached. He coached me. I'm coaching you.
Exactly.
You're coaching people. And now
Exactly.
you got people coaching people.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So all of us, and when they say, if it wasn't for you, Pastor Roland, if it wasn't for you, Roland, if it wasn't for you, Chief, is that what they called you in the Navy?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, Chief, I wouldn't be here. You go golfing with friends who were in the Navy,
Right.
that you helped get promoted,
Yes.
that you saved from losing their rank, where you coached them through, hey, come on up here.
Yes.
I'm not jealous. Come
Yeah,
on up here.
right.
Don't do that. This is what you need to do. You got to wake up an hour early. Get this. So you've done that your whole life.
Right.
We just need to keep coaching
Yes.
and keep raising up coaches that do something amazing. Well, this has been amazing. There's one more statement, and this thing kept going to sleep on me. So this is what you have to understand that I think is really important for you to understand. And I wrote it down. Coaching doesn't just change outcomes. Coaching doesn't just change your outcomes. It changes your identity. Changes who you are, how you show up in the world. Coaching changes who you are as you're being coached. The person you are right now, a coach will reach down inside of you and pull out that next person. A coach will see you, a coach will understand you, a coach will hear from you, but at the end of the day, he or she knows there's a bigger version of you down there somewhere. So whatever they got to chip away, whatever they got to chisel away, whatever they have to burn away, whatever muscle they have to build, whatever that looks like, what happened? How long ago?
Just a second ago.
Oh,
I don't know.
never seen that. Is it memory? Yeah, because we've been, what, an hour 15?
Man, it's been that long?
Oh, I thought, okay. So it turns into 2 shows. That's enough content. Okay. And you got to be over there at noon anyway, right? I would love to finish it, though. Okay. Oh, that's what I look like, huh? We still good? Check, 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 check. Okay, so I should start from the top with the, so it's when I turn to say, that's okay. All right. Okay. So here's what we need to know. Last thing I want to say to you. It's important for us to understand that coaching just doesn't change my outcomes. Coaching really changes my identity. Coaching changes who I am. Listen to why you need to invest in coaching. A real coach will do what me and Roland have been talking about, Pastor Smith. A real coach will talk to you, receive you. They're not mad at you. They're not disappointed at you, but they see something. They see deep inside of you, there's another version of you. There's a higher level of you. There is a more responsible person. There is a wealthier person. There is a more talented person. There is a person that will achieve more than the person you are. Their job in your life, their only desire is to bring that person out. You need to be reinvented. You need someone to pull out of you who you already are, but you don't know. A person that knows how to challenge, how to stretch, how to bend, how to bring out that amazing leader that you are. So I'm challenging you to invest in coaching. If you want to achieve more, get in a relationship with someone who expects you to achieve more. Because in that expectation, something will come out of you. You understand what I'm saying? So now, what I want the last 2-3 minutes, what I want you to do is I want you to pick up that book, spend the last 2 minutes telling us about that book or the most important book you got. Mm-hmm. And because we're going to cut this and send it to you so that you can use it to advertise your book.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
tell us, is this the best book you've written?
This is the best book I've written.
Okay.
This is the best version of myself.
Tell them that.
This is the best book I have written. This is what I learned. This is where I learned who I am and what I am capable of doing through this book. I am excellent. And the title of the book is A Culture of Excellence, the Kingdom Church. It's about details. It's about the small parts that we pay attention to that gives us great results from outside. So this book right here has gotten me to the place now where I'm talking to my mentor, my coach, and learning things. People are asking questions and inviting me to come in to help solve solutions and different things like that. So this book here, The Culture of Excellence, and you can get it at Amazon. And it would definitely change your life radically.
Hey, Dr. Martin here. I'll see y'all next time. So yeah, I mean, I know how impacting this type of information is. If it's important to you, the impact that it's having on your life, only thing you need to do is, I know how impacting this type of information is. If it's important to you, the impact that it's having on your life, only thing you need to do is like, share, make comments, communicate with me on this particular channel. Subscribe to it. You don't want to miss anything I have to say about this subject because you're looking at a guy who's the evidence of how you can live your life.